So it has definitely been a little while since I filmed, we've moved, and I've had a few medical issues, physical medical issues, and so it's kind of been difficult for me to do the things at the house since we moved in. Long story short, this is going to be my empties for the month of August and September, I believe. So there's 2 months combined here. As usual, I break up my empties videos into makeup, skincare, hair care, etc. I'll put all the timestamps down in the description box down there for you. So this first one, this is the Dior Addict Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm right here, and this is just the original pink one. I think it's, yeah, it doesn't even say a shade on here because they've come out with probably 8 or 9 different colors and finishes of these, but essentially it's just a clear balm, and as you wear it on your lips it's supposed to adjust. It's like a very light pink shade, but I've used up all that I can out of here and it's scraping up against the lips. I do like these. I like the fragrance and everything associated with these, but I'm probably not going to purchase another of the original pink ones. I do have my eye on the berry version of this as well as the lilac version, so if I do repurchase it, that's what I would pick up. I have another tinted lip balm. This one is from Benefit. This is the Posy Balm right here. This one, it's like a peachy pink sort of color, like a warmer pink tone. That is what the inside looks like. Let me see if I can get you a little swatch. It's incredibly sheer, but it's like a peachy pink sort of color. That is it there. It looks really nice on the lips, very natural. So I'm not usually one that reaches for a peach lip product, but I really enjoy these. My favorite is the Lolly Balm. That's the perfect shade for me. It's a lot cooler, but this one's really nice, and I do like the fragrance on those as well. They do move very quickly though, so I don't really feel like you're getting your bang for your buck. I have a highlighter product. This is a cream highlighter. This is from Trestique. I got this in a Sephora Play box, I do believe, and this was in my Project 10 pan. I should have an update on that coming very soon as well. I don't see a shade name on here. Maybe I'm blind, but when I scroll it up all the way, this is the plastic part, and I can't apply it to the cheeks at all. I can't even rub it on my finger anymore to apply it. So instead of digging all this out, I'm just calling it done with this one. I have more than enough highlighters to move on to. This was a really pretty color. I probably would never purchase it in the full size, but it was all right. And then the last kind of makeup-y skincare product that I have is a little mini Shiseido sunscreen here. I always add these in to my makeup empties at the end of the year just to give me a little bit of an incentive to remember to wear sunscreen. So this is the Shiseido Ultimate Skin Protection Lotion. This has an SPF of 50 plus right here. I really enjoyed this. I used this when we were traveling across the US and coming back. I really like the fragrance on this, and it seemed to blend out pretty clear on the skin. Sometimes sunscreens tend to leave like a cloudy or a white cast to the skin, but this one was good. So I really enjoyed that. Moving on to a couple nail products. This first one, this is one that I've used up many times over. This is the Seche Vite Top Coat. And once you get to about right here, it gets really thick and gloopy, but I really like how quickly that this dries on the nails. I feel like I've tried a handful of other top coats and none of them dry as fast as this one, so I really enjoy it. I have one polish here that's from my current project polish that I'm doing this year. This is the Julep Nail Lacquer in Danica. I mentioned that I finished this off in an update, the most recent update, and I was there at the last update in that project and I finished it off. So there's a little teeny bit left in here, but I can't get it out. It's not enough to do a full manicure on my nails, so I'm just ready to toss it. I also finally found this polish here. This I thought I had lost in my car somewhere, but I'd actually left it at my mother's house. It had somehow fallen out of my little basket that I keep my nail polishes in. But this is the Salon Perfect polish in Kaboom number 901, and it almost looks like foam on the nails. It's got these really light greenish yellow and teal little balls in it. It's like glitter, but they're not shiny. This is completely dried out at this point. This was in my project polish from 2017. You can see in there it is completely dried out. I tried putting some nail polish thinner in here, but it just didn't work. It was so dried out. So because I had used this polish up to this point in my project polish last year, I'm counting this as an empty for this year. I have these nail polish remover wipes. I really enjoy these. I don't really have a particular brand that I prefer, but usually you can find these at the dollar store or Walgreens. I usually pick them up from the dollar store, but there were 15 wipes in here. I really liked the fragrance of these. It's almost had like a berry Smarties kind of fragrance to them, but I liked these. I can't remember where I picked these up. I want to say it was Walgreens, but these were really good. I enjoy using these for traveling. I like to keep them in my bag if I'm going somewhere on a weekend trip or something in case I need to repaint a nail or I need to just take my polish off. These come in really handy. Moving on to some skincare products. This first one, I really like this product. It's a basic eye cream. This is the Clinique Pep Star Eye Cream. I got this little sample from a Sephora Play box. I cut it open. I got everything out of here. Like I said, this is just a basic eye cream. I have purchased the full size of this in the past, finished it all up. This is like my third one of these little minis that I've used, and I really liked it. I have a little mini of this Josie Marin Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter. I don't necessarily know what this is. I just applied it to the face and the neck and it was gone in like 3 uses. So I don't really have a lot of opinions about this. So I think that one came out of a Sephora Play box as well. I just finished this one off as we were moving. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex 2. This is a serum from Estee Lauder. I would usually put this on the face before I put on my face, like my night cream or my face lotion. It comes with the little dropper, I guess it's a dropper, not a dabber, and you can squeeze the top of the contraption here and it works well until you get down to about right here in the product, and then it won't suction up into the dropper. So I liked that this provided just a little bit more moisture to my skin, but I don't know, I haven't found a serum that I'm absolutely in love with, so as much as I enjoyed this, I'm probably not going to purchase this in the future. This one was sent to me complimentary from Estee Lauder, I would say about a year or so ago, but I really appreciated that, but I'm probably not going to purchase that again in the future. A few makeup remover products. This is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is just the one with the pink cap. I actually prefer the one with the pink cap over the blue cap. I know you're either the blue cap or the pink cap. There's like no in between. I just feel like this one does a better job at getting all of the makeup or dirt or whatever off my face, and I like it. So I've definitely repurchased this many times over. I have a couple makeup remover wipes that I picked up during our travels, like in the hotel rooms. I have 2 here from LA Fresh. I really liked these. These were good. These are the Travel Light makeup remover wipes. And then I have 2 here from Gilchrist & Soames. These were awful. These were horrible. It was just bad. These were really bad. They smelled awful too. So out of the 2, definitely the LA Fresh were my preferred makeup wipes. Here, this was sent to me complimentary from Lancome probably well over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago now. This is the Visionaire Crescendo Progressive Night Peel. This is supposed to target your wrinkles, pores, and dullness of the skin. This is what the packaging looks like here. And I had enough product in this container to do two separate peels. The peels go for 4 weeks. So I had 8 weeks of product in this. So what this is, essentially you have phase 1 at the top and phase 2 at the bottom. You use phase 1 for 2 weeks and then you use phase 2 for 2 weeks. Phase 1, I think it had fruit acids in it and it was definitely more gentle, but it was super sticky. I used this at nighttime, and then trying to sleep and not touch my pillow was incredibly difficult with phase 1. Phase 2, on the other hand, burned like crazy, but it definitely cleared up any acne issues that I had. I was using a brow serum. I was stupidly using a brow serum. It was breaking me out, and I was already broke out, so I wanted to finish using the brow serum to see if I would have any results with growth in my brows, and it broke me out like crazy. I couldn't get rid of the breakout, and this phase 2 definitely helped clear up the majority of my skin. So I appreciate that this worked, but it's insanely expensive. I think it's around $70 something, and you only get about 8 weeks worth of product in here. So I don't know. Phase 2 definitely feels like your skin is burning off your face. I didn't have any peeling of the skin necessarily, but it was definitely a peel. acid peel for sure. I would say if you have sensitive skin, steer clear of this at all costs. Otherwise, it was pretty decent. I liked it, but I definitely won't be purchasing it with my own money. From Clinique, I have the lotion that I'm using for, I've probably been using this for about 11 and a half years now. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus. I repurchase this all the time. And then I also have another one. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Cream. So this one's a little bit more concentrated. This one over here, this is a little bit of a thinner consistency. They're both formulated for dry to very dry skin, but if you have insanely dry skin, this one's a little bit more concentrated, a little bit of a heavier cream, and you get more moisture out of it. I think I've had about 3 or 4 tubs of this that I've used up, but I think this one is my preferred lotion. I have a little baby Dior micellar water. This is their Dior Hydra Life Micellar Water No Rinse Cleanser right here. I think this was a 100-point perk. I really like the fragrance on this, but I feel like I went through it so quickly that I don't think that I could justify the price tag of this. So I really appreciated it, but there's no way I could buy this. I think it's 25 bucks for the full size, 30 bucks, and I'd prefer to use the Garnier one. I would definitely purchase this one over the full size of this in the future, just between the two. Some products here from Peace Out Acne. This first one, these are the Peace Out Acne Healing Dots right here. These have salicylic acid in them. I've talked about these a couple times on my channel. These ones were sent to me complimentary from Peace Out, I would say a few months back. I had purchased a pack from the Sephora VIB sale in April, and then I saw that these were on the Octoly website, and I applied for them, and they sent me a pack out. I finally finished off my second pack of these. These are these 0.5% salicylic acid dots. I like them. I feel like they work. If you have a really large cystic acne spot, you can apply these at nighttime before you go to bed on cleansed skin, and when you wake up, your acne spot is definitely smaller or it's completely gone away. You just have to leave it on for 6 hours. I really enjoyed using these, so I'll probably have some on hand for either me or my daughter all the time. Because I loved the acne dots so much, I saw that Peace Out actually had these puffy eye patches available on the Octoly website too, so I actually used up 2 packets of these. Again, I legally have to say that I was sent these complimentary from Peace Out Skincare, but this is what the patch looks like here. It's incredibly thin. How should I say this? It's hard to peel the paper that separates them off of them, because you have paper on one side and paper on the other side. And when I first applied them, I still had some of the paper left on the back side of it, and they were very pokey and I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized that I still had some of the paper on this left. So definitely make sure that you peel off both sides of the under eye patch, but these stayed on pretty well. I was quite impressed with how they decreased my puffy eyes. I try to only use depuffing eye patches when I have really puffy eyes in the morning. If I had cried for some reason the night before, I always get insanely puffy eyes, or if my allergies are kicking in, or if I'm sick, or if I stay up too late, these come in really handy. So I was impressed with these. I don't know if I would purchase these myself, just because I think there's only 6 packs of these, and I think it's the same price as the other ones. It's close to $20, so I feel like that's really expensive for what they are, but they did a nice job. They definitely depuff. I'm almost done with skincare. I have a pack here of Q-tips, cotton rounds. I definitely prefer the Swispers ones over these, just because these are really thick. I feel like they absorbed a ton of my product, like my micellar water or whatever I was using, toner. So I just felt like they were a little too thick for me, but they did the job. I have a face lotion here. This is the Pond's Crema S Nourishing Moisturizer. This is for dry skin. I have used this on the face, but I definitely used probably 99% of this on my neck. I like to have a separate lotion on my neck, so this did the job. I think these are only like $1 from, you can't see inside. I think these are only like $1 from Walmart or Walgreens in the little travel section. And then I do have one face mask. This is the Sephora Rose face mask. This was a freebie that they were doing a promotion not too long ago, and you could pick up a free face mask, so I got one, my daughter got one. It was all right. It definitely smelled insanely strong. You can still smell it. It's it's very strong. If you don't like rose, I wouldn't suggest picking that one up. I only have a few hair products. This first one, this is from Aveda. This is the Smooth Infusion Glossing Straightener. This is supposed to straighten, polish, and protect your hair from heat damage. I really like this product, but I've been trying to finish this off for probably 4 years now. If you can see on the back, I've had a couple marks back here, and you use the teeniest little amount. I used about a pea-size amount, and there is 4.2 fluid ounces in here. So this lasted an insanely long time, but I really miss this product. I enjoyed what it did for my hair. I have pretty straight hair, and if I didn't want to blow dry my hair, I could just put a little bit of this product in and just let it dry naturally, and it would dry relatively straight. Or if I was blow drying my hair, I really wouldn't have to straighten it. I could just put this in and blow dry my hair, and it would be essentially straight. So I loved this. I love the fragrance of it, and I might repurchase this in the future. This was a little freebie from a Sephora play box. I guess it wasn't free. I buy the play box, but this is the IGK Hydrating Hair Balm right here. It was all right. It had a really nice fragrance to it, but I didn't notice anything that it was doing. I used half of this on my daughter's hair just because I can't get through all my hair products. I have so many of them from Sephora Play, so it was all right. She has a little bit frizzier hair than I do. The scent on this was definitely really nice. So it smelled almost like a beachy coconut kind of a fragrance, so that was good. I got this little sample here. This is the Amika Velveteen Dream Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner. This is a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, and it suds up like crazy. I was very impressed with this, so I have put some Amika shampoos on my Sephora wish list, even though I'm not sure if I'll ever purchase them in the future, but yeah, I was kind of impressed by them. They sudsed up very nice. I also have a hair dye here. This is the Garnier Color Sensation Rich Long-Lasting Color Cream, and this is in the shade number 1.0 in the black. It came with the little root touch-up brush, so that's why I picked this one up. I didn't have one when I was in Rhode Island, so that's why I bought that one. It did the job. I have some lotions and body scrubs now. So first off, I have one hand cream. This is the Dionysus Water, Flowers, and Sea Salt Goat Milk Hand Cream. I really liked this. My husband picked me up about 4 or 5 of these. This is my last one. I think you can get this at Ulta, if I'm not mistaken, but I really like the formula of this. It feels insanely hydrating on the hands, and I like keeping something like this in my purse. After I finished this one off, I did put one of these in my purse. This is just a little baby size of the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. I love this stuff. It smells heavenly to me. I think this was a 100-point perk. I think I got one as a 100-point perk, and one showed up in a Sephora play box. So I finished this little guy off, and then I also was able to finish off my large tub of the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. I purchased this one with my own money. I've had 2 of the large tubs and a handful of the smaller versions. They're a little bit bigger than this here, but this scent is intoxicating. I think you either love it or you hate it. It is a salted caramel and pistachio fragrance, and it has insanely fine micro shimmers in it. So if you put it down the center of your legs, it'll make them appear to be a little bit thinner, kind of like an optical illusion. It looks really pretty over the top of tattoos if you're out in the sun. So I really like that product. I'll eventually repurchase it, but I do have a handful of these little small size left, so I'll finish those off first. I mentioned that I picked up a couple of those makeup wipes from Gilchrist & Soames in one of the hotels, and I also picked up one of their body lotions and finished this one off. This was incredibly thin. It did have a nice fragrance to it, but it was so thin that I'd have to reapply it a lot. So definitely won't be purchasing this in the future. I think I've had a couple products from Gilchrist & Soames from Birchbox in the past, but no, we're good. I'm good on that. I have 2 body scrubs here. This first one, I was very impressed with this. This is a Soap & Glory Scrub of Your Life Ultimate Super Smoothing Body Buffer right here. I really like their Righteous Butter Body Cream. I like that, the body butter, but this was very impressive. It sudsed up really nice, and it was very gritty. It wasn't overly gritty, but it did the job. It definitely impressed me enough to put this on my wish list. Next time I'm at Ulta, I'll see if they have this for sale individually. I think that came in a set a long time ago. I also have this one here. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bod Buff. This is their smoothing scrub and mask right here. So you can use this as a full-on all-over body scrub. It's a bright yellow mustard color. I've had this in my empties before, but I didn't cut it open. Once I cut this open, there was probably 4 more applications on the body. So that's why I'm mentioning this again, because there's a ton of product in here that doesn't come out through the little squeezy tube contraption. So definitely cut these open. I really liked how scrubby this was. I enjoyed using this on the legs before I shave my legs. It's a very bright yellow color, like I mentioned, but it has these little teeny blue scrubbing exfoliating beads in it that kind of coincide with the teal, the bluish teal, and the yellow on their packaging. I thought that was really nice, a nice little detail. This was sent to me a while back from Sol de Janeiro through the Octoly website as well, but definitely enjoyed that. This is currently on my wish list for the next Sephora VIB sale. I just have a couple miscellaneous products here. I have 2 deodorants that I was able to finish off. Well, this is an antiperspirant. The Secret Powder Fresh Solid deodorant. It was fine. It was a basic deodorant. There was just a little bit left and I finished it off. And then this one here, this is from Schmidt's. This is a natural deodorant. This is the Rose and Vanilla fragrance. The smell was amazing. The smell definitely reminded me of the Rose Argan body conditioner from Lush. The same kind of scent family is what this smelled like. This took me so long to get through. It was very goopy. It felt like it always stayed wet under the arms. It was almost like a scrubby exfoliating feeling. So I'm good. I don't know if mine was expired or what. I picked this up from Marshall's for $3.99. I figured it was a good deal. It was fine on days when I was just kind of like sitting around the house not doing anything, but if I was to do any sort of physical workout whatsoever, it didn't do the job. So I don't think I'll be purchasing that in the future, even though it smelled really nice. I have 2 toothpastes from the past 2 months here. These are both from Crest. I definitely preferred the Colgate Optic White toothpaste, but this was fine. This is a 3D White Radiant Mint. They're just the smaller size of the toothpaste, but these guys are finally finished. And finally, the last item that I have here is the Bath & Body Works Aromatherapy Energy Orange Ginger Scented Candle. I had just a little bit left in here before we moved. I burned it. All finished now. I don't know, the scent on this one, it didn't burn very well once it got down to the last part, but I know they're not supposed to burn all the way down. I don't think I'm gonna pick up this candle again in the future, but this fragrance as a body lotion or a room mist or something smells really nice. I don't think I enjoyed this as much in a candle form. But anyway, those were all my empties. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one.